ScrappinAbby, and I'm back with another design team project for Mon Ami Gabby. And I've already done one project out of my latest kit, which came in December. But I'm making some different Valentines kind of theme because the colors really lend themselves. So I will put a link in the description box and a card up here somewhere where you can go back and watch that first video I did where I made 3 different Valentines for friends. So came in my kit with that. I'm trying to spit out here, ladies. Sorry. It was like postcards, and it came with these 3 envelopes. So I'm going to be using the envelopes in a different way other than an actual envelope. So that's going to be the base of the project, and this is from the kit here. And then this is also the little goodies that were inside the kit that Marina had sent me. Now I do have an unboxing video for this one, and I will link that one below as well once I get it edited. That way you can kind of see each of the components up close, because I'm not really going to do that for this particular video because I've already done that. And so here are some little bits and bobs that came in this kit as well. And every month we get our kits, then Marina and her team always put little bits and bobs in these reusable fabric little bags. I think that's a really clever idea. So I'm going to be, the adhesive I'm going to be using mostly are these 2 from Mon Ami Gabby. For some of the sequins, I'm probably going to break out my glossy accents, which I put in this fine line bottle. So if you see me during the process using this, that's what's in there, just some glossy accents. Some of the other Mon Ami Gabby items I have from my main design team kit, I might pull out some of these little tiny flowers in here, maybe some of these, I'm not sure. I just kind of like to have a variety of things to kind of pull from. And then here's some of this pearl mesh. I love this stuff. I'm almost out. I'm trying to ration it, but I love to use it. It's a lot of fun. These are also some different trims and Chinese braid and ribbons from prior design team packages and things like that that I might incorporate, as well as some of these different bead sprays and little flower clusters. So just wanted to mention that. So during the process portion of the video, if you happen to see me using other items outside of this little container here, they are all Mon Ami Gabby items for the most part. So these are the tags I used on the first project, the little note card. Well, they're kind of like note cards, and they're the Valentines I made for friends. And I'm probably going to be pulling from these 3 again as well, just so you know that. And if you watch the first video, then you'll recognize those. These are also from Mon Ami Gabby. I love these sequins. They're so thick. It feels like there's 2 or 3 of them in and it's just one. I really like how thick those are as I go and spotted them all over my desk. So we put those back in. So I really love these ones too. They're just a nice quality of sequin. And then for the 2 paper collections, I pulled from my 6x6 stash that I have, and these are not like new release papers, but to me, papers don't go out of style, okay? They're craft papers, and you can still use them. So the first one is from My Mind's Eye. It's a Lost and Found Recorded All, and that's the papers there. And then this is one I've used quite often for some other cards and such. This is from Glitz. It's the Pretty in Pink. So I really wanted to find some papers that would complement the red. And for as far as some different sprays or shimmer sprays, I might pull from my Tattered Angels. This is the chalk. And this is a chalkboard, but it's a glimmer mist, and it's kind of got that shine right there. And I used that on the first project as well with the 3 Valentine's cards for friends. And this one is called Ivory, and this is a matte. I don't really want a matte. I kind of want some sparkly kind of gleam. Oh, and sometimes my bottle plugs up on this, so I might use the actual bottle. So just to kind of let you know, because I do have people that ask me what kind of other items I'm using. So I have some different sprays and glimmer paints and whatnot from Tattered Angels. So this one is Baby Girl Pink. I might use that. This is a Plumeria Glaze. So just kind of a variety of these things. But I will put a link to my blog post about this, and that my blog post will have the names of all the different materials and sprays and inks and things like that I use, just so if you want to kind of know what those are if I didn't mention it in the intro part of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get started, get things kind of laid out, and then I'll come back and probably have a, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 or 3 different process clips, and then I'll be back at the end of the video to share with you the completed project. So I will see you in just a little bit. mini envelope, kind of a flip book. Not flip book in the sense of like the other flip books that people do on YouTube, but more so in the sense where you're like flip it this way, flip it that way, and that's what I mean by that. So I just wanted to share this with you, the final project, and kind of look at it. So I will show at the end, the last part of this video, the different sprays and things that I used on this little mini flip book for some of the different embellishments and things that I did and I made. So here is just another way that you can use some of your wire mesh, your different trims and ribbons. You can just cut little bits and pieces out, and that adds just a really nice accent, I think, to that corner. This is one of the bead letters I bought from Michaels. It's the Recollections brand, I think. And then this is some beautiful sheer ribbon in a really nice soft baby pink that it's from Mon Ami Gabby as well. And this ribbon also is Mon Ami Gabby. All of the flowers, the flat back bling, everything on here is from Mon Ami Gabby. So just some of the really fun flowers that they have, the different circle bead sprays, and then here's some with the gold, and then here's another bit of that same gold mesh just to kind of add a little bit of pop on the top there. And then I'll go ahead and flip this open. This is what I mean by flip book. You flip it this way, you flip it that way. So that's what it looks like on the inside. And this was a lot of fun to put together. I fussy cut out some of the hearts from that one paper collection I shared with you, and I just added some crackle accents to each one, and you kind of see how that looks. And then I just cut off the metal portion. This is what I'm talking about right here, the side that's on either side of this gold mesh trim, and I just wanted it to have to be just the wire, the meshy part, not the metal edging. And I think that looks really, really pretty. Added some Chinese braid, and the ink I used, I will share that at the end as well in case you didn't catch it in the video. I'll do the pull out things once I set this back down. This here made like a little flap here. These are just the envelope panels, the normal ones that are there, so I thought I would go ahead and take advantage of that and make that kind of an interactive piece, and I'll open that in a moment. And then on this side here, just added some more of the Chinese braids, some more of that bling, flat back bling mesh that she has in her shop. And then I will also pull the tags out from this pocket when I get done, when I put it down as well. And then here's the back side. These are some beautiful thick kind of sequins, and I'll show those at the end too, that Marina had sent to me from her shop. And this is one of her gorgeous, gorgeous appliques that she sells as well. This kind of want to make this kind of more like a kind of a framed piece of art. Well, kind of like, I guess, a framed piece, you know, something to look at, more of like a decorative look, I guess I'm trying to say, instead of adding, you know, more pockets or tags or something, just something kind of pretty. Because I think when you hold, if you choose to display it this way, you're going to be able to look and see that beautiful, you know, design, and maybe keep anything personal you want to write on the inside, you know, unless somebody picks it up to look at it. But just for display reasons, they wouldn't be able to see anything, you know, like a note to you, or note to your, you know, friend or husband or whoever, you know, you're buying this for or making this for. And then here's the back side. I just took some more of that really nice kind of crocheted lace trim, and I just added a strip on each side just to kind of coincide with the stripes on the paper. And I didn't really put anything on the back of this because you're going to be your hand drawn, and I love the feeling of texture, but I didn't want to put a lot of extra bulk on the back. So, and another reason why I put this on here is because I've mentioned this before, I really, really love when I am making projects and they have all different kinds of textures and feeling of layers. So when you're holding this in your hands, you can run your fingers over that crocheted lace trim, and it just feels nice. I think it just adds another layer of you know, kind of interaction and stuff with the project you've made. So I'll go ahead and open this up, and then I'm going to, it's going to lay kind of wonky because of the flowers I have on the front, but there's that. So I'll go ahead and kind of zoom this a little bit closer. Just want to let you have one more final look at this all together, and I'm just going to lift up the thing here so you can kind of get a little bit closer look, and then go ahead and zoom in just a little bit closer so you can see what I'm going to be pulling out here. Okay, so over here, this is one of the envelopes, and you saw in the first part of the process video how I adhered these together. I added some more of that crochet trim with the tiny attachment from Tim Holtz. I love the way that the staples look on the project, and I intentionally make them all crooked like that, different angles, because I like just the extra layer of texture that it adds. Just real simple. And this is one of the pages that I, from that 6x6 paper pad. This is a spot where they can, you know, whoever is going to receive this, they or let me back up. The person who's going to give this to somebody, so I'm trying to say, they can write, you know, different ways that they adore them, or they can put the photo right there, and on the back they could take like a black marker or something. You can write over top of the text if you want. Just a lot of different options, or put, you know, like I said, the reasons you adore that person, and on the flip side you could put a photo of the two of you together or whatever. So I put that inside this little first envelope here. And I left the flaps right here and here plain because I didn't want to add a bunch of more, you know, embellishment, because I was afraid it would take away from the Chinese braid and the mesh that's kind of already gone over there. So here are the two flaps, and this is again some of the trim from Mon Ami Gabby. I'm just going to unwind it here, and these are pieces of the mesh that come on the same way that these do here. It comes on one big sheet, you know, roll, and I just cut a couple pieces off to make them kind of my faux knobs or faux buttons, so to speak, to wrap this around and create a closure. These are also some of the sequins from Mon Ami Gabby, and you just flip this up here, and this one does not flip up because it's actually, this is the actual envelope right here. So let's kind of put this off over here. I'm going to wind around this a little bit so I can focus on that over there. There we go. So this is the flap, and what I did, I took some more of that really pretty trim that I used on those 3 different individual friend Valentine cards. I'll hold up so you can kind of get a little closer look. You can see how the crackle accents looks on there. I love the way that it looks when it's open like this, because there's so much texture and so much to look at. So there's that really fun kind of red and iridescent trim. These are some more hearts that I cut out from that same paper. They were actually on the edge, and so I just cut them and left them, you know, like that, because I thought that'd be really perfect to kind of line up that end there. And then I used some stickles, which I will share with you the color of that one at the end of this portion of the video. And then I have some more of the sequins kind of lining here and here and along here as well. And this is just more of the paper, and this is where the other, you know, faux button is, you want to say. So inside here I have 6 different tags, and I'll go ahead and pull them out. And I put this more of that, I love this trim. It's really pretty. It's like this iridescent trim, and it has like a cotton string in there with it too. It's just really pretty. I love it. So I made those so you could grab them by the, you know, the trim and pull these out easily. And I got 6 in there. Oops, I got these stuck together here. Let me get them there. They're tangling with each other here. Let me get this out. There we go. Okay, put that off to the side. So these tags are just, I punched these out with my Teresa Collins banner punch, which I'll show you at the end of the video as well. And that I made each of these, and I just inked the edges with that frayed burlap from Tim Holtz Distress. And then the grommets that you see here, the eyelets, excuse me, those came with the Teresa Collins punch. So those are on each of them as well, just to kind of make a little more polished kind of finished look. And the purpose of these, I thought, why I didn't put anything on the back sides, because it's single-sided paper, is that, you know, you remember like the different love coupon books or whatever that you could buy for your significant other, or I've even seen them, you know, like when there's 6 of us kids in my side of the family, and I remember like my brother and I, when we were little, we'd make little, you know, coupons that's like said, you know, we would, you know, rub our mom's feet, or we would, you know, do an extra chore, something like that. Those kinds of things. There's also romantic lined ones that you could do too. But I thought this would be really kind of fun to write little, you know, little, like, you could use it as like little coupons, I was thinking, for those reasons I said, or like, you know, a dinner out, and, you know, your choice of a movie, or I don't know, whatever you want to say, and you could write on the back side, or, you know, you could just, you know, put little love notes on either side if you wanted to do that. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to have something a little bit interactive and additional in this. So it's kind of like, you know, got a lot of different options you can do with this particular one. And then this page here, this side here, these are some of the really sweet and adorable, and you can just hold it up like this to pull these out, or you can pull onto the little appliques if you want. So these are just some really cute appliques that I cut from the length that they came on. They come, like, you know, by the yard. I cut individual ones, so you could, I could, or you could do it too, but I did this, where you can put it on there and kind of act as a tab, so to speak, which is also decorative, I think. And so these are double-sided pieces from that same cardstock. These, again, could be additional space for writing, you know, some kind of love note or whatever, and putting pictures on the back and front if you want to do that. And then you can also, I was thinking with these pockets, you could also say you go out to dinner, or you go to a movie or you go do some kind of an event where there's like a ticket, you know, like we're close to Orlando, so maybe you want to go on the Orlando Eye and then you save your ticket from going up on that huge Ferris wheel type thing. You could tuck these kinds of things into these pockets too to kind of act as a memory journal, more than just, I just really feel this is more than just like a Valentine's card, so to speak, because this is really kind of an interactive piece and you can really tuck a lot of different things in here and kind of make it like a little mini album if you want to do that. So that is everything. So I hope you ladies enjoyed this, and I'm going to go ahead and tuck these in here really quickly, and then I will show you what all items I did use on this project. This is just a lot of fun. And these envelopes, if you have not watched the first video I put up, and I will be sure to link it below, I did make, these 3 envelopes came with like just the postcard. I mean, it wasn't like a card that you flipped up, it was just the one piece of paper. I made some different friend Valentine cards out of those, and I did not use the envelopes, and I saved those so I could use them in a different way, and just using them to make a mini album, which, you know, lots and lots of ladies do that and have been doing it for years. So this is kind of fun, I think. And then so I'll close this back, just kind of wrap this around, unwrap that. Which way did I wind that? Okay, there we go. Now let's kind of wrap this back around again. I just love this. I think it's so cute. I mean, I'm already gonna, I already have the idea to work on some different ones for different themes, and these would be kind of great to create to sell like at a fair or some kind of a craft show, or, you know, holiday show, things like that. And you could also work on these kinds of things ahead of time. And I know we just had Christmas, but you could, you know, be thinking ahead for Christmas if you wanted to work on things like this, or for Easter, birthdays, all kinds of fun things, invitations, anything you could think of. And I just think this is just a really fun project, and it's really kind of a cool way to use envelopes, I think. So now for some of the things I use, in case you don't want to watch as part of the video. I'm done sharing the project. So this is kind of a combination of things that I use. Here is the Stardust stickles that I used on those hearts on the inside. And then for the ink, it is the I almost said Tim Holtz Distress ink in frayed burlap. And then I used, let me see if I grabbed them all. Part of this I used the Chalkboard Glimmer Mist, and I also used those on the card earlier too. And then Baby Girl Pink, and then this Plumeria, or some of the different elements that I used, kind of add a little bit of shimmer and shine to the project itself. So I hope you ladies enjoyed this. Please comment below if you have any questions for me about this, or maybe I didn't go over something clearly enough, or maybe I went too fast in the process portion of the video. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you ladies may have of me. So happy scrapping, happy planning, and happy crafting, and I'll see you next time. Bye!